You are watching BigBankVault TV. MaskedManLB, East New York's finest, Brooklyn's own.
Copy, copy. What was it like growing up?
East New York was real. It was live. It was almost like my father had raised me, helped raise me.
Yeah.
Be the person I am today. Yeah.
Were you a quiet kid? Were you loud?
I was to myself for the most part.
Yeah.
You know, I love my niggas and I was there for them for the most part up until I moved. But East New York, like I said, it raised me. I was a quiet kid. I stayed to myself because I did a lot of bad things.
Yeah. You said you did some bad things. You like get in trouble a little bit, or?
Yeah, I had a problem with, I didn't like bullies. And I'm not talking about bullies fucking with me. I just always had a thing for fighting them, beating them up all the time.
Yeah, copy, copy. And you got any siblings, or were you only child?
It's a lot of us.
Yeah?
yeah. It's, I got 7 brothers and sisters. Well, actually 9, because I got to count my brother and sister from my father's side.
So you're one of 9?
One of 9, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Damn, you don't really see that too much nowadays. I mean,
it's too many to count, yeah. And,
and
I love them all.
I'm one of 2, so I mean, I only got a sister. I don't got no brothers, nothing like that.
Yeah. All that matters is that you love them. That's it. No matter how much bullshit you go through.
That. So, how long you been making music for?
Since I was 13.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that one of your first passions, or?
Yeah, I started out battle rapping.
Yeah?
And it's actually an interesting story, too, because I battle rapped. And I remember going against this dude, and I'm not going to say no names because shit got crazy, but I remember I went against this dude, and I was like, I think I was just about to be like 14, 15, and I said a rhyme to him. When I spit, it's like a skit off that Eminem shit. I got bullets that never miss. Hit your chest and make your shoulders kiss. That's official. I pull my gun out, I make your eyes shine crystal. You'll be staring at the pearly gates, and that's after the bullet hit you. And I was real young, and niggas was went crazy. And yeah, he was a big name nigga back in the days in East New York. And son peeled the block after everything was done, and I won everybody some money, my niggas in the hood, and son peeled the block.
For real?
And he hit my man up.
Dead ass?
Yeah, my man before he passed, he had actually told me we always wore hoodies. Everything was champion. And he told me before, he said, yo, take this shit seriously, bro. Write real music, like really, really write music. So that's kind of where, you know, the creative aspect of music came in, because I started taking it a lot more seriously after he died.
So from there, you started getting into the studio and shit, started making songs and shit, or
no. As a matter of fact, I didn't start going to the studios. I always had like a composition notebook. And it was full of extra paper that didn't even belong in there. Yeah. Because anytime I was somewhere and I didn't have my book, when I went back home, I would bring the papers with me and put the rhymes back in there. And I would fold them up, and I tried to keep it in alphabetical order, but the shit was all over the place. But yeah, that was it. Just write those rhymes until I was able to get to the studio. That was it.
So writing is your choice? Like you fuck with writing?
Yes, because it allows me to go back and kind of fix creatively what I don't like. Especially if I'm telling a story, or if I'm catering to one aspect of the song, which is, it could be love, it could be hate, it could be war, death, anything. If you're reading this book, I want you to enjoy every aspect of the book, and it may be about love, and it's going to be everything that comes with love. It's going to be the beef, the good side, the bad side, and the whole 9 yards.
Alright, so you just dropped a music video, Just How It Goes, right, with Wally?
Yes, my brother, Bad Guy Wally.
How'd that come about?
I actually was able to get him in the studio, and I had the song for a while, and I pitched it to him. You know, he got a busy lifestyle. Yeah. So when I was able to actually get him into one place at one time, I hit him with it, and he was like, yo, I'm sold, I'm in for it. So, and it was about time for us to work together, because we've been talking about it for a while anyway.
That's what's up, that's what's up. Y'all know each other for a while now, or?
Of course, yeah. That's my brother.
Yeah? Day ones type shit, or?
You could say that.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a friendly.
That's what's up, that's what's up. Yeah, I fuck with Wally. Wally, you know, I got a couple songs mixed that I done for him.
Ain't too many like him.
They got that Wacoma, Cracked 100, you know what I mean? But yeah, so what's your studio process like? So,
I'm a firm believer when I go into the studio, is having things in preparation, having it ready beforehand. I don't like wasting time. When I go into a studio, I've already had set in my mind what I want to do, so that in the event that I have to change something, while in the process of making the song, I can change it. Once I've heard it the way I've heard it up here, I don't, just to say it like this, I don't necessarily hear music the way a lot of other people do. Once I hear a beat or something that I'm writing to, I no longer hear the song. I don't need it no more. Once I've heard it once, I don't need it anymore. I hear the, that's what I hear. And how it kind of helps me to rap the way that I rap to the song. Because if I need to, I can change that. This or it's
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the metronome, but I kind of switch it up.
Do you have the beat picked out before you go, or do you have the written and then you find the beat?
So there's, for the most part, I have the beat already in place. I deal with like 7 different producers as of right now that I actually email back and forth or contact if I need to, and be like, all right, cool, this is what we're gonna go with. Because like I said, it's catering to the project or whatever project that I'm working on. And I have to have that in place prior. But if I have a song in my head, if I have lyrics in my head that are already in place, or if I've written it down, then I'll go to the studio and create something there.
Copy. And the producers that you be fucking with, you want to shout any of them out, or they low key people? You try to give them up?
Yeah, not yet. Because I kind of feel like people are just gonna steal my shit. Yeah, that's offending. Or hit them up. Not yet. I'll wait till, you know what I'm saying, things pick up a little bit more.
How do you normally come across, like, you only fuck with your producers, or like, do you ever come across beats any other way, like maybe like YouTube or something like that? Or
I'm not a fan of using things on YouTube. That may hurt me a little bit. Now, I'm not a fan of that, but I rather deal direct with the producer, especially if they have heard me spit to something that they've already given me prior. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of helps them to be like, all right, cool, let me put something together catered toward this aspect of the music that you created already. So it kind of, one hand kind of washes the other when they do that. So
copy. So tell us about the mask. How'd you come up with that?
So it's almost an extension of myself. So it's no different from a samurai carrying a sword. This is an added touch to what you've already heard. So if you hear a lot of the music, which is what I always want people to do, which is hear the song and kind of go with it. And think, why the mask? When you hear certain things, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm getting it. Now I hear why he wears this mask. It's an added touch to just who I am. It's a. Did
you always have the mask since you started making music, or?
No, the mask actually came years later. Years later. Now, there's no particular reason why I chose to wear it. I just felt it enhanced. It gave me an edge. It's almost intimidating to some people, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been to certain places, I'll go to performances and people will see it, and they have this impression of me where they feel like they can't approach me, and I am a very approachable person. Yeah, me, Link, I'm always down to work and talk and interact with people. This is the business. It's, you know, it's the industry, you know, and the more creative I can be, the better.
When do you let people see your face?
Never.
Never?
Takes a shower with the mask.
Take a shower with it?
Yeah, you never know where TMZ might pop up. Yeah, it stays with me.
Copy. So, what does the dark side mean?
So, I created that, but it's actually always been there, but I created it as a way of life. For those who no longer chose to write their name in sand. It's for those who choose to write their name in stone. I say that to say this. When you follow your own path, and you're not following anybody else's blueprint to do certain things, it separates you. It's a side of which most people are never going to understand, which is where the dark side comes in. There's a lot of people who's a part of that. When you do things no one else is doing, and you're doing things because you feel like this is what suits you, it feels like what's best for you. And it's not because you feel like you're going to make this X amount of money or because somebody else did it and I think I'm going to follow that same path. Nah, you separate yourself from everybody. You consider yourself a member of that dark side. And one day there will come a time where I will, you know, meet a group of individuals that are moving the way I move, and I could be like, welcome to the dark side.
Copy.
Nothing bad. I don't want people thinking I'm a devil worshiper.
What other artists do you associate with, you know, like in a circle? Do you have any like close artists that you work with on a regular, or is it kind of just do more of a solo kind of? I mean,
my main thing is solo, but I'm always interested in working with other artists. There's a lot of other ones that I've worked with that I love talent-wise. CBZ Nay, Jared SB, And these are family. This is family right there. You heard Bad Guy Wally, Bad Guy Vex, Bad Guy Stacks.
Yeah.
These are individuals creatively who separate themselves from everybody else. They sound like no one else. Fat Flea, Da Vinci Code. These, like I said, these are individuals who separate themselves from everybody else. They will sound like nobody else. They are themselves. You know what I'm saying? These are individuals also that if they called, I'm writing it. It's right then and there. There's no questions asked. Yeah, that's it where I'm at with this. I'm not really a big fan with working with people who have already established themselves. I'd rather work with the people who don't get, you know what I'm saying? My niggas is established as well, but when it comes to up and coming MCs or up and coming artists, R&B as well, those are the people that I'd rather build with.
Would you would you ever like work with an artist that you didn't really fuck with them but the bag was right? Would you do something like that, or you were like strictly people that you only really?
To be honest with you, I'm big on protecting my brand and who I am, and I stand by that. So a lot of the music that I put out, it's catered to those who don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it allows you to be you. Say whatever you need to say in that time, in that moment, especially creating those songs. So once again, it's about separating yourself from everybody. And the people know this is not a spit to anybody else or disrespect to anybody that's already made it. That's good. Congratulations, you're there. You where you need to be. It don't make a difference who you are. Congratulations. But me and the individuals that I surround myself with, we're coming.
Yeah, facts. That's good to hear. So how do you feel about as far as like major or independent? Like, where do you see yourself in the grand scheme of things?
I'm not shying away from anything. If opportunity does happen to mess the deal with a major label, if it comes across and everything sounds correct, then yeah, I'll move with it. But this, I will always own. The music is one thing. I can create that as long as I need to. But this is who I am. I own this. No one will own this.
Yeah, facts. That's what's up. So, what's like the best compliment you feel like you might have received for your music?
Lyricism.
Yeah?
The level of lyricism that I put into my music, it separates me once again. If I can get people to make that shit face, I did my job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I could get people to close one eye and just, you know what I mean? Like, oof.
That's some New York shit, you know?
I did my job. That's it. I did my job.
So, like, heavy with the bars, like, you know?
That's all it is. It once again, it separates me. Lyrically, you don't really get that. So, the appreciation value for it is a lot heightened. It's much more heightened for me because you got the drill and you got the dudes that's doing the drill and you got the trap and you got whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to them niggas. Keep doing your thing. But the moment you step in this lane, you gotta worry.
That's a fact. Alright, so what's something that you're interested in that maybe like people wouldn't have guessed?
What do you mean?
Like any hobbies that like
oh shit.
That you fuck with that people might not have known, or?
I'm a cigar smoker.
Yeah.
So for those out there watching this, talk to me with cigars. Yeah. And we talking. You want to park up and we want to, you know what I'm saying? We could do that. I'm in tune when it comes to cigars. Very.
Copy. What kind of cigars? Like, what's your favorite cigars?
Spain.
Yeah.
Spain got it. To me, a lot of niggas scream Cuba. Cuba's cool. But for me, when you talk Cuban, it ain't good quality unless you're getting it from somebody who made that for you. It has to have value behind it. Yeah. Spain just got good shit. Yeah. To me, personally. After that would be Nicaragua. That would be my number 3.
How often you smoke cigars?
Every other day. Yeah. I think I got a problem.
No black and miles though. Only
no. Don't ever put that shit in front of me. Yeah. Man. I kick that. That shit is disgusting.
You don't smoke weed? No weed.
Nah, I'm not a weed head. I'm not a liquor nigga. I have done liquor though. Don't get me twisted. I'm a pure white Hennessy nigga. Yeah. Pure white Hennessy. Not the shit to get niggas locked up.
That's what's up. So you be going out and shit? Like when you go out like to party and shit, do you go out to party?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? You got the mask on or you kinda...
The mask is with me.
Yeah?
And if it's an issue for security, I'm out of there. I just gotta go somewhere that accepts it.
You got
That's
better
it.
shit to do, right?
It's that simple.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Copy. All right, so I know you dropped a project. You want to speak on that project?
Yeah, my first project, self-titled, MaskedManLB, first studio project. That was an introduction to me. Every song on there was just a taste. It wasn't actually catered to anything. It was just giving you a taste of who I am. 12 songs. From beginning to end was just one big introduction. That's all it was. So you get an idea of who I am. You're going to get this version of me. You're going to get the lyricist version of me. You're going to get the bar for bar, the storyteller. Get everything. And majority of the things, other than the songs that I have with other artists, everything on there I wrote.
And what's the name of that?
MaskedManLB, self-titled.
Yeah?
Yes.
And where can they find that?
On every streaming platform.
Yeah?
It's not hard to find.
God, you made videos for that too? A couple of videos? Or?
Yes, I actually only did one for that. My main thing was to get that core fan base down pat. The individuals who fuck with me heavy and low-key, not to gloat, but it did 410,000 streams.
Yeah?
Across all streaming platforms, yeah.
Fire. So, I mean, that gave you some steam for like another one. I know you're talking about another project you're working on now, right?
Yeah, so October I will be dropping the second album, which is Love and Madness.
Yeah?
Yeah, every month from this month, which is the first single, Just How It Goes with Bad Guy Wally.
But
Every month I'm going to give you a single plus a video. Every month up until October, which is the actual release, right before Halloween. And that's it.
Copy. So yeah, that video crazy. I fuck with that video.
Just How It Goes?
Yeah. Who shot that video?
That was Creative J.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's family right there. That's another person who just is amazing, man. It's the way he just do shit on the fly and the way he directs things. I feel like I don't have to tell him how to shoot things or which way he needs to be.
He knows how to make it look good.
But he's unbelievably talented, and he has an eye that's just if he smokes, forget about it. That's Frankenstein right there. He'll put forget about it. Yeah.
So you see that he's probably gonna be doing most of your videos in the future.
Yes, going forward, he will be the one doing all of them.
Copy. And do you have any features besides Wally on that? On that new project coming? To
be announced. It's because a lot of stuff that's in the works. I had a Paris on the first album. There will be a Paris on the next album. Da Vinci Code might be. It all depends on him, and I'm throwing out there to put him on the spot too. And I'm gonna try to get 2 or 3 female artists on there. Because I feel like I didn't get them yet, but there is some that I'm working on getting them on the project.
Copy. So, all right, you got a top 5?
Top 5. You ready? This list will never change.
How long has it been this list? It's always been this list?
Since I was a kid. No bullshit, yeah. Since I was young.
All right,
DMX, Biggie, Nas, Prodigy,
all right,
Jadakiss.
Facts.
That list will never change. I don't care what anybody says to me.
That's a solid one. I know we be talking about it having
It's difficult, man, because I try to explain to some people, like a lot of people don't understand because Prodigy was Mobb Deep and it was both of them that was Mobb Deep, but Prodigy, it was just something about the way he rapped and situated words. I can't even. And most people, you might. I've never heard a list that had Prodigy in the top 5. But a lot of people just don't understand if you're really not listening.
That's a fact, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of some of these newer people, they might not really.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear the songs all the time, so it's harder than not.
That's a fact, yeah. And X being my number one.
Beats too, you know, like.
Yeah, X will always be my number one. It will that will never change. I mean, I love Big to death. Big was always somebody that I listened to. But X, yeah, R.I.P. man.
That's a fact. If you can get so let's say 3 features from any artist right now, who do you want to fuck with right now that
all right, so
hard to get in touch with?
I'm gonna throw this out there because I need the universe to hear me. Sade. Listen to me, brother. There's nobody greater. My favorite song in the world is No Ordinary Love. Now that's something most people don't know about me, is that Sade is my favorite.
Yeah.
If I see Sade, You'll never see me get starstruck or nothing like that. That's not my style. Sade, I might faint. Somebody gonna have to catch me, my nigga. Nah, face to face, you gonna have to catch me. Cause if I see her face to face, I'm a faint, bro.
Yeah.
And so when I was in Alaska, I had the Diamond Life album on a vinyl, and I listened to that shit every day. I had no internet, I had no calendar, I had no clocks, I had no Wi-Fi. This was at the height of MySpace. So being out there, all I had was Sade on repeat, and that was who I talked to every day.
Yeah.
So the more, when I came out and listened to the other 6 albums, I was stuck. Forget about it. It was over.
She's the GOAT?
Ever.
Really?
#1 song, No Ordinary Love. If you've never heard it, you live under a fucking rock, and you need to hear it. But it's the greatest song ever written.
Copy. And besides Sade, you got maybe 2 other ones that you want to get a feature with?
So I am a fan of Griselda.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind working with those dudes. Just
so pretty much anybody in Griselda, or
anybody on Griselda, as a matter of fact. Yeah, definitely. Outside of them, #3. To be honest with you, I would like to work with like a Bruno Mars or a Childish Gambino. Those dudes creatively. Oh, JID.
Yeah.
Those dudes are savages, man.
No funny, Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
That's my mom's favorite artist.
Bruno Mars is.
She made me buy the album.
Yeah, son is savage, man.
Yeah, I bought the album. Yeah.
Talking about natural vocals, just too talented, man. Like plays instruments, like shit like that. I like. Like I'm a big dancehall, reggae, R&B fan. Like those are things I listen to more than. I like to shy away from rap because that's what I do. I do rap. Rapping is me.
Get your inspiration from something outside of rap, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, because you never know what you could pick up on. You know what I'm saying? Creatively.
What you can bring to the game from hearing from someone.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And those, like I said, those individuals, they just have natural talent. So yeah, working with guys like that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be what's up. Shit, the universe is gonna hear it.
Listen, we putting it out there. I need niggas to know what time it is. So
are you are you a faithful person, or
faithful how?
Like do you believe in the afterlives and some greater powers and stuff like that, or?
So I believe there is a God.
Yeah.
A lot of the outside stuff I like to stay away from because it's just too much that just makes it difficult.
Yeah.
I had a hard time believing it, and my mom's tried hard growing up to get me in church, but it was just difficult. My problem was the people.
Yeah.
They use it as a crutch,
yeah,
and I don't like that. If you're gonna believe in something, if you're all in for it, then you believe in it the way you should. Right, exactly.
Do it how it makes you
right
feel empowered in a sense.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Church to me, I feel like a lot of people just use it.
A lot of show people.
Yeah, it was somewhere to be, and I get it. If that works for you, that works for you.
Your parents made you go to church at all growing up? Or?
No, I didn't have my pops. My mom, she was dad. She was mother and father. She was everything, man. My mother.
Yeah.
Sheesh, man. That little woman, short, but she was amazing, and she still is to this day. She's amazing. She's, like everybody else, they got their problems, but she is one of those people that make gold out of, stone. You know what I mean?
We owe it to them,
That's a fact. That's a Fendi.
We owe it to them.
Owe it to you,
right?
Mother. To you.
Right. My dukes.
Mom.
So, you be traveling and shit?
Yeah, as often as I can. I've been to a few different places, and I do like to travel because I like to see, when they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans. So I like to take in the culture. Yeah, depending on where I go to, I like to feel the lay of the land. And those will be some of the only times that I don't wear the mask, other than me going to a performance and taking it off just to get a feel for the room. But I'll take it off just to go certain places so that people don't recognize. Well, they're obviously not going to recognize who I am unless you fucking put something here. You know what I mean? But I go just to get the lay of the land, just to see how it is.
Where would you go if you can go? Just get out right now. Where would you take?
Right now, where I would go, Japan.
Word.
Japan in the winter.
Yeah.
That would be the best thing for me to see because, like I said,
Why the winter?
Well, I'm a big fan of the cold.
Yeah.
Anywhere that's snowing, anywhere that's freezing cold, that ain't hot, I'm in a happy place, brother. Seriously.
Yeah. That's why Maine was lit.
Maine was tough, yeah. When I was there, it was 173 inches of snow. That was a record, yeah. At that time, that's when I was there. But Maine was another spot that was live.
Copy.
aside from all the women.
And tattoos and shit. Like I know you got a bunch of tattoos.
Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, I got. See it well. My nickname growing up. These were all done by my brother Orlando, the boogeyman. Perception of me growing up, how I was seen. Got a good look. Definitively, this is one of my favorites. This means a lot to me. Dark side representation.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, East New York. The representation of East New York. I was born the year of the Fire Tiger. And this one, family crest. But this one, can you see it?
You might have to show it. You probably show a little more vertical. Here, come a little closer.
Let me get it.
There you go.
You got it good.
Yeah.
All these skulls are the women that I've hurt throughout my life, and it makes up the devil's head.
Yeah, that's fire. Those are all skulls right there, right?
Yes, they are. All skulls. And this one means a lot to me because it humbles me.
But do you remember your first song?
Shit, that's a great fucking question. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. This was done in Bushwick. First song I recorded was Demon. And here's an interesting story about Demon. I tried to write a song. Well, I did. I wrote a song about seeing it through the eyes of a person who's being possessed. And the demon being the one doing the possessing. I wrote a song about them. About the demon, seeing it from his point of view. And what's crazy about the song was after I recorded it, the studio shut down.
For real?
Everything crashed.
What, all the power and shit?
Everything crashed. The hard drives, everything crashed. He was able to, and this is a true story. Raw, you better attest to this. He'll tell you when he got everything back up and running, and he was able to. He lost all the other music in this shit, and guess what was the only thing that was on there?
That one song?
Demon.
For real?
Swear to God. His bed collapsed. He had his bed up. His bed collapsed in. He had it on these holders. That whole shit collapsed in. Him and his wife will tell you.
What do you think at that moment? You was like, you thought something intervened over there?
I mean, he's very spiritual, so him and his wife kind of, they bugged out about it. They was like, oh yeah, that nigga can't come back yet no more. Yeah, that record was crazy, man. I actually remember a little bit of that shit. I am heartless regardless, no matter what the people think. See just what the trouble brings. Blood up in the kitchen sink. I am the epitome, the unforgotten prophecy. Hardly speak. Vengeance is spanning through my anatomy. Yeah, that record that's an old record, and like I said, I wrote it because we speak about the people who are being possessed, or we watch movies about that shit. But what about the demon doing the possession? Let's see what he says. You know what I'm saying? That record was crazy, man, and yeah, I said, yeah, keep that record. I don't need it. Yeah. So I ain't. I mean, I have it, but am I gonna put it out? I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, it's a dark record. I'm not gonna lie. Because you hearing it from the perspective of the demon, but who cares about what the demon thinks, right? That's something bad. I do. I'm just different like that, but
Shit burnt his house down. That shit crazy. Copy. All right, so I mean, is there anything you want to tell your fans?
Don't wait.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Don't wait till the last second to be a part of what I'm starting. Because like other people who have an artistic view on things they create, I will not stop. And I want those who are core fans of what I bring to the table to witness it all with me every step of the way.
That's what's up.
You either stick with me or you get the fuck out the way. It's that simple. Is anybody standing in the way? Is gonna feel my wrath. I kid you not.
Bet. So tell the people where they can find you at.
Google me.
Yeah.
MaskedManLB. MaskedManLB. One word. It's very easy to find. I'm on everything.
Bet. Everything is MaskedManLB.
Yep, and you can also go to MaskedManLB.com and you can sign up to be a member of the dark side. Subscribe. Get access to everything that's coming soon, because this year, especially towards the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of fun things I got planned. So, yeah.
And we're looking forward to that tape. What's the name of the tape again?
Love and Madness.
I bet.
It is
October,
in
right?
October, yes it is.
Copy. Halloween.
Yeah. Well, it's only right.
Right.
Soon we'll have these on the shelves for people to wear and go out and go trick-or-treating.
I bet. So, yo, we appreciate you stopping by. You know, anytime you want to pull up again, just, you know, let us know. We'll have you back, you know, chop it up.
I appreciate you. Maybe come back and we do some, get a couple of artists up here. We spit some balls, you know what I mean?
I bet.
Get a couple of niggas that's nice. We get right. We kind of bless niggas with some real hip-hop, some real rap shit. Yeah, that's it. Just get ready. It's just whoever you bring, make sure them niggas know I'm coming. Because I'm not fucking playing. Understand that? Yo, dark side, know what it is.